Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The folks around the stadium clad in silver and black going to make every last game played in Oakland count. They're ready to go as their Raiders get set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. Fall is in the air and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. This is taken at his 4th. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now the first carry for Marshawn Lynch. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
No surprise watching Marshawn Lynch scatter bodies as he runs, but I remember doing games of his at Cal, and I remember the moves, the jump cuts, the elusiveness, as well as the strength.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
On 2nd down, Lynch. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Shotgun snap for McCarron. And he finds Cook. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Detroit! Detroit! Over!
On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. McCarron going to try and throw on 3rd down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now McCarron throwing on 2nd. He completes it to Jordan Nelson. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, Got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down. From the gun, it's McCarron. Oh, he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. A first carry for the rookie Nick Chubb. Trucks through him.
Oh, man, right through him.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming again.
Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first.
Watching now, Barney. Watching now, Barney.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
And one of the things that makes this play so difficult to defend is that it has so many options to it. And the quarterback has to go through them and fast. Do you keep it yourself? Decision, because that play was swallowed up for no gain.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit.
Now the rookie from NC State, this is Nyheim Hines. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Goal line offense, something they've really been emphasizing in practice lately. Now they have a chance here to put all that hard work to use.
Leopard. Over.
They'll run with Chubb. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Second and goal from inside the 5.
Leopard. Over.
He'll get it up the middle. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nyheim Hines with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run again on 1st down, Lynch. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Detroit! Detroit!
McCarron to throw on second down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Seth Roberts. And it's third down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
The Raiders on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is third and 10.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Working from the gun here, McCarron. It's caught. Nelson. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. Third and long. A.J. McCarron looking to throw. They set up the screen to Lynch. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Well, the screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be fourth down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Browns will take over, first and 10. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, first and 10, right at the 30.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
First down, Mayfield. He's going to loft one, deep left side here. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Ball on the 30 as they come up, second and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
They force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On third down, Mayfield. Flushed out right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Give him 30 yards there. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. On first down, they run with Chubb. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They go with Chubb on second down, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Gone, 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 gone.
Mayfield, flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. Muscles him off. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. A second down throw for Mayfield. And his throw is incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Gone! 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 Gone!
Now Mayfield. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
On 1st and 10, here's A.J. McCarron. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. McCarron. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
To throw, it's McCarron. Finds Roberts left side. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Detroit! Detroit! Alert 86! Alert 86!
They'll run for it. Lynch. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Gone! 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 Gone!
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Gone! 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 Gone!
Mayfield off the play fake. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Dropped at the 35. Able to display his agility, but not much room to operate. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Third and long for Mayfield. They're going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down. And this one is right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end a drive. Go into the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
So all right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Mayfield now on 2nd down. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 3rd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Mayfield. Drops it off for Chubb. And he's got the 1st down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. That one goes for 24 yards. Baker Mayfield, obviously the #1 pick overall. That was controversial, though. What ultimately made the Browns go in his way?
Well, post-draft, I did hear a Browns executive talk about the efficacy of Baker Mayfield. In other words, how people rally to him, how people respond to him. He talked about seeing him at a workout, how he showed up, yelled out to the other guys. They yelled back with the same response, ran right to him, and they were ready to start the workout. He said things like that and his talent tipped the balance in his favor to go #1.
7 yards there on the 1st down screen play. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. And they give this time to the tailback. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. From the gun, Mayfield. Throw left side complete. That's Hines. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Second down, Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The Browns on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Leopard!
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Mayfield to throw it. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. He's going to get it running right. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. They've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Leopard, Leopard. Gun.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
And hit. And that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game. So 3 field goals that he's hit. Now this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On second down, here's McCarron. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. The Raiders on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Lucky 56.
McCarron now to throw. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Following the interception, Mayfield completes this to Callaway over on the right side. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
No, check. Patriot. Watch it now, Barney.
They run it again with Chubb. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
To throw, Mayfield. Flushed out right. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Jarvis Landry, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Back to the ground. This time Lynch. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
And, Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Detroit!
McCarron will look to throw on 3rd and 2. He completes it to Bryant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Leopard! Leopard! All right, here we go.
On first down, McCarron. Flush to his right. And Nelson's got it here right side. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Buying time to his left. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
McCarron to throw on 2nd down. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Jordy Nelson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. Working from the gun here, McCarron. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. Oh, it's loose, and the Raiders have it. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They're in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. throwing on first. Here's McCarron. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now it's McCarron off play action. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. The Raiders on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's McCarron. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now McCarron, he's got to have this one. Now this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Browns are going to win the football game. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. And Callaway taking it in left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. This quarterback now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Mayfield. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for the Browns, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Oakland, they also will exit this one at 2-2. And they will try to turn it around next week as they head down to Carson for a matchup with the LA Chargers.